Let's take a look at how we would do an as-built drawing as a subcontractor. So I am logged into Procore on one of my dummy sub accounts. So this is what I would be able to see. So once you select your project that you have access to here, you can click on the project tools, and it should give you access to all the tools that you see. Or if it does not, and it only shows home here, then you need to contact your project manager or your superintendent on the project, because your permissions you need to have access as a subcontractor. So we're going to go toward the drawings section, and then all of these should be the most up-to-date drawings that we've got for the project. And because this is a set of drawings, you can see that all of our drawings are listed here, and I'm a civil contractor, so I'm going to pull this up, and I'm going to go to the utility plan. Take a look at it and say, yep, okay. No, that's not actually the plan that I want, because what I have to do is modify the storm system here. So we're going to zoom back out, and I'm going to go to the next plan. You can just use the arrows to click up here. That's going to be our landscaping. That's another landscaping plan. Those are details. So it may take just a second to find the correct plan. And you could do it on that plan, certainly, but this is the plan that we want, because it actually calls out this HS1 right here. And this is going to be what we're going to move, because we weren't able to actually put it right here. Okay. So what I've got from the field is a separate drawing. So what I have from the field is a written drawing, and I've got that pulled up here now. Okay, so we can see that we had to move this HS2, and I think we'll find that that's actually HS1, but in any event, so it moved. We're about 35 feet in this direction, and we're about 36 feet in this direction. Okay, on the sewer line. So we may have actually had to modify the direction of the sewer line as well. So if we hop back to where our drawing is, yep, it's an HS1, so this is what's going to move. Now you can look inside of Procore. There's a way for you to mark this up inside here if you don't have access to Bluebeam or some other way to mark it up. I'm not going to show you that. You can look on Procore, and Procore has some good videos on how to use their markup tool. I'm not a big fan of it, so I'm going to show you how to do it in Bluebeam. So the first thing we're going to do is just download this page, and then there we see that it's downloaded. Okay, and now I'm going to go to the folder that is actually located in, and we're going to open it up in Bluebeam. Okay, so this HS1 is moved somewhere back in this neighborhood. So the first thing that we're going to do, and obviously most of you don't have CAD, and that's okay. Now we can do this whether we're a utility contractor, an electrician, a plumber, whatever. We need to be sure that we're making notes on this, and it really helps if we make the notes on the plans as we go along, and you keep a record of it as we go along, so that we don't have to try to remember where everything was. Okay, or more importantly, we have to go back and we field verify and have to look and see, okay, well, this isn't actually here, it's there. It just saves us a lot of time if we keep up with it as we go. But we're going to look at our scale on this drawing, which is 1 inch equals 20. So we're going to go up here to our ruler preset, and we're going to go down to 1 inch equals 20. And we're going to click our dimension tool here, zoom in. Now the reason it turned blue is because something called viewpoints are on. So you can go here and click on the trash can and say clear from the document. You don't need those. It's more of a CAD function on the viewpoints. We never use them. And I'll jump back. We were 36 feet. Kind of up the line here. So we're going to go about 36 feet. Is going to be somewhere in this neighborhood. Okay. Now we were 35 feet in this direction. So we're going to pop back over here, go from the center. And of course it varies whether or not it's in the center or in the center of the catch basin, or whether it's on the edge. So we're going to go 35 feet, which is going to put us somewhere in That's 35 1/4, so that's pretty close. And then we can, so our 36 feet's here, 35 foot's there. So for our as-built drawing purposes, we're going to put it right there. And then I'm going to go up here and change that to a fill of red. We're going to lower the opacity just because it makes it a little see-through. We're going to take these lines and move them down. And now in Bluebeam, you can actually change this, right? So we're going to be 35 foot even, and then we're going to be 36 foot even. And then you're able to, you can rotate this a little bit if you need to in order to get it to line up. We're actually going to move this to about right here. Make it a little bigger. Okay. Doesn't have to be super pretty. But, so now we know that this is offset here. Okay. So this is where our HS1 is. So we're going to come in here and we're going to draw an X in this box, marking this out. And you can do this multiple ways, right? It doesn't necessarily have to be done the way that I'm doing it. I'm just showing you the easiest way that I would do it. And then we're going to draw another box over here, and we're going to title this HS number 1. And to make that a little bit easier to see, we're going to fill it there. See, it changed that to white. And then we're going to we're going to thicken up the line just a little bit. And we're going to move this out just so we can see it a little bit better. And now we need to modify our line. So our line is actually offset just a little bit. So we're going to draw a line like that. You can kind of see when I do this in Bluebeam instead of Procore. And now we're going to simulate this Y right here. So we're going to take it from the center and we're going to this catch basin here. And we're going to use the same line width. And then we're going to draw one more line to show it right there. And we're also going to take that to 6. Okay. So now that shows that this line right here and this HS1 that was right here has now been moved back to here. Okay. And that's really all you have to do. We are going to put a title on this. So we're going to go down, we're going to hit our text box, and we're going to put that there, and we're just going to say as built underground utility. That's all you got to say. We're going to highlight it, and then we're going to go to our font, and we're going to increase it to 48 so you can actually see what it is. And then I'm going to put that in the center, and then again I'm going to draw a box or thicken the box around it. Okay, and then you see this background here, you can see through it. You can hit the fill color, change that to white. All right. Now, so you can take this, it's already in, what I would do personally is now I'm going to save this. So I'm going to go save as, and I would put this in your closeout folder. So whatever you've got, we actually have a closeout folder. We've got sub closeout packages here. I don't see one for as-built drawings yet. There's as-built drawings, and I've actually already recreated this once. So we can put it right there. And now it's going to say, so it's project location, subcontractor, and then what it is. So it's an as-built civil underground. All right. Save that, say yes. And now that is good to go. We're ready to turn that in with your closeout documents. And that's how you were to do a as-built drawing. All right. So you can certainly do that for anything. See, we've got all these other utilities, or you can also use this for your plumbing drawings, for your electrical drawings, for your camera locations, maybe if you're a low voltage contractor or security contractor. We do require, as part of our agreement with our owners, we have to provide marked up drawings, as-built drawings, to show them anything that deviates from the plan so that they have it for their records and for maintenance. If you have any questions, certainly feel free to reach out to your project manager. Thanks.